Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Well, as you can see, I am going to do a Sephora haul, but at the same time, I'm going to do a get ready with me with the Sephora haul. So, how's everybody doing? Y'all doing okay? I hope so. There's a lot going on in our nation between the rioting and coronavirus and the economy. There is just so much. We just really need to pray. And by the way, well, I completely disagree with the violence. That is not a way. I think Dr. Martin Luther King would be very disappointed. We certainly have the constitutional right to protest peacefully, and I think we should. What has happened with police officers and really brutality, that should be protested and should be prosecuted as a murder crime in this circumstance. So it's not that I'm not for that, having justice in that situation, but y'all, violence will never be the answer. If anything, it will take your cause backwards. So don't do that. Don't encourage people to do that. I feel sorry for the people, innocent victims of it all, even in their own neighborhoods, the same neighborhoods. It's just a shame. But anyway, same with the coronavirus. There's still new cases. We don't know, are we supposed to wear a mask? Are we not supposed to wear a mask? Are we supposed to? Definitely we know we should social distance, but how much and what's getting open and why? And then just the effect of all of that on the economy and the way people interact with each other. It's just a lot we need to be praying for, to be honest. Speaking of masks, I just got this one, and it says faith over fear. And that's a hard thing to do, to have faith over fear. Sometimes you totally have to rely on the Lord. And I wear this whenever I go in a store just because I want to be compliant, but that's it. That's the only time I wear it, because I do have asthma. I don't have active asthma, and I don't want to activate it, but I have had recent bronchitis, and not good for you to wear masks all the time. But in public I do. For one thing, I think it's better than nothing, even though it won't stop the coronavirus from getting through necessarily. I think only the N95s do that, which I do have one, which I rarely use it. I do wear my N95 when I initially go into the store for groceries. But usually I order groceries and pick them up. Which, that's been a silver lining, y'all. I kind of am enjoying that. So, anyway, so let's get to the haul and get me a face on. So, I went to Sephora. And this tiny little bag has a lot of expense in it. I went and got me a foundation, which I've told you guys that I really, really enjoy. And almost as much as my Chanel, to the point that I'm beginning to think I like it more than my Chanel, which is like unheard of, just unheard of. Got me a little fresh makeup towel out. I want to put my makeup on. But let's see, what have I put on? I did put on a little bit of moisturizer, and I think it was the Bobbi Brown. And this is the, oh no I didn't, so I need to. This is the Extra Eye Repair Cream. And it's kind of thick, so that's why I really do very little and really rub it in when my face is nice and warm, so it'll emulsify. I'm kind of putting some friction to it here so that it'll really emulsify, because I don't want a heavy cream, and this will break down and get a little bit more liquefied with the body heat. But I do like this, and I do see a difference when I do and don't use this. And again, that is the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream. I got the little baby one years ago, and I loved it so much. It made such a difference in my eyes. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to use this. And before I even do a primer, one of the products that I got, before I get going, this was not a part of the haul, but I did want to show y'all this. It's called Static Nails Non-Toxic Liquid Glass Lacquer, and that is what I have on my nails. And it really is doing a great job of keeping my nails from peeling so they can grow. So it's a lacquer, and this color is called Jelly Bomber. And it's very, very sheer. As you can see, it's kind of a pinkish purple. It's actually a purple pinkish. No, it's pink with a purple undertone. But as you can see, it's very sheer. This is at least two layers. But it is helping my nails a lot. And so what I may put over that is my Chanel, just for opaque color, 615 Sweet Lilac. And I'm really liking that color a lot, so that's what I'll probably will put over it. I'm almost using this like a base coat because it's doing the job. But I like some color. Let me get a pair of scissors. Open packages that are sealed. One of the things that I got, I smelled this last time that I was at Sephora. First of all, because of COVID-19, I had to wait for approximately 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Outside, you have to wait. There's markings on the sidewalk, 6 feet apart. When you get to the door, they ask you to sanitize your hands. They give you a mask. They did not ask a question about temperature, nor did they take an infrared temperature. When you go in, only 9 people are allowed in the whole store. So you have to be very conscientious the whole time you're in there that there's people out there waiting, and it was hot yesterday. So I probably took more time than I should have, but probably I could have taken a lot more, to be honest with you, to kind of see was the purchases that I had, the things that I wanted, because there was a couple of things which you're not allowed to pick up things and put them back. If you want to look at something, you have to ask. They have more than enough help in the store, but you do have to ask them to pick it up, because if you touch anything, they have to re-sanitize. You're not allowed to use testers for obvious reasons. What else? So if I saw something, I said, could you get that for me? You just feel like such a spoiled brat, but they don't want you to touch anything. And I understand that, because they're trying to follow the rules of, if they're going to open their store, what flow of traffic. Like, there's also arrows on the floor where you could go. And that's true in most stores, most grocery stores, most hair salons. I've only been to the hair salon once. They were very strict. They did ask a lot of questions at the door, like, have you had a temperature in the last 48 hours over 100.5? I was expecting someone to have the infrared thermometer gun, but they didn't do that. And then they make sure that you have a mask, so they give you one. That's in any store, I think, is having to do that. And then one-way traffic so that people don't pass each other, because that's within 6 feet. You know, the only thing I did notice is that when they gave me something, we were within 6 feet of each other, but we had masks. So the other thing is, when you're wearing a mask that long, it makes you get in, get what you want, and get out quick. So this is what I actually went back in for, and also a Guerlain face palette, which they did not have, but I could order online. But this is, I'm trying to look at the brand name. It says it's distributed by Aramara Beauty, but where is the brand name? I guess it's Glow Recipe. And a lot of it's in French, so when they do that, they make you not know. I guess it's Glow Recipe. But anyway, it is a Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist, Hydrating, Glowing Radiance. And it has hyaluronic acid and hibiscus in it. You spray 10 inches away. Let's do this, because I'm going to spray stuff. So I'm going to put my little candle back here out. I put the lid on, and it suffocates it so fast it doesn't. And that's also a metal lid for any of you going, Beth, you didn't just do that. I don't like blowing them out. I don't. I can't. It reminds me of my childhood when they would blow out the birthday cake candles, and I would cry and cry. So that's what burned out candle smells like to me. Alright, so 8 to 10 inches away for me. Press the nozzle and mist 2 to 3 times across the face. Hold closer to the face for a dewy effect, and use throughout the day. To use as a makeup prep, which is what I'm fixing to do. 10 inches away, 2 to 3 times to refresh skin and set makeup. So you can use this, obviously, before your makeup and after to refresh, or throughout the day to refresh. And honestly, what sold me was the smell, and that it wasn't heavy. Oh, that's cute. Look, when you open it. Glow Recipe, I guess, is the name. And look at the little watermelon. Alright. It doesn't look like a watermelon. Okay, so it's very much separated. So there's some kind of an oil in it, because I see it separating. So you've got to shake it. I think you should always shake any mist. Y'all know that I also really am a huge fan of this one. This is Flower Beauty. And this is Seal the Deal, and y'all know I've been using that a long time, and it definitely has a, same thing, you can see little bubbles. So that means that it does definitely have some kind of an oily product, or it wouldn't be separating, in my opinion. Okay, it sits on the lid, apparently, since it's round, and that's what it looks like. Just a little round bottom thing. And I'm going to get my bangs out of the way, and I tell you what else I'm going to do, because I want to get this on my jewelry, because I just finally got my necklace back. I had to replace a diamond in it, and it matches this ring, and it has a pair of matching earrings. So this is a set my husband gave me years ago, and I don't want to get anything oily. I don't want to get anything on my jewelry, so the gold earrings are okay. All right, so 8 to 10 inches away, and I am going to do 1, 2, 3, or should I go 1, 2, 3? I'll do it that way. How about that? 4. Smells absolutely incredible. Smells like watermelon. It's just wonderful, and it does feel refreshing. Does it feel sticky? No. Keep in mind I had moisturizer on too, and the moisturizer was the First Aid brand moisturizer. I got a little sample and I tried that. I do like that. So I will tell you already, I do really like this. We'll see. Is it as glowy looking as the Flower Beauty? I would say no. It's not as glowy, but we'll see after I do my makeup and I spray a little more and a little closer what that looks like. Okay, so what are some of the things that I bought besides that? Well, I got a palette, because I always have to. I got my Lancome concealer, and, or as they call it, camouflage. It's ultra high coverage concealer. We'll see. I hope it's not too thick, because of course I couldn't test it even on my own skin. And then I got the a replacement of the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear. It also has SPF 15, up to 24-hour comfort wear, transfer resistant coverage, and it's in 140